Here's what you're looking at when a catastrophic flood disaster occurs. The flood came like a beast that was stripped of its pulp. The village made a call and no one cares. Don't flood. Nobody cares. Think of the common people. Don't forget to subscribe to our channel to avoid missing our exciting updates. Recently, the authorities had to carry out an emergency flood discharge of the reservoir. Many villages were lost to the outside world for several days. During this period, there was a lack of water and food. People's lives are plunged into unprecedented despair. The aftermath of the flood was devastating. Can't solve this problem of ordinary people. The water storage of the power station will cause you to be flooded. Multiple reservoirs have released floods one after another. The power of the civilian rescue team is even more negligible. According to the villagers, it was a good year for everyone at that time. How did he tell us to live? How can we rebuild our homes? What to use to rebuild your home? Time is on their side. Do not allow development to the villagers. I have to take the highway for 70 or 80 kilometers. There are mountain roads to the hillside. Many villages were engulfed by floods. People screamed for help in the water. It's over. It's over. It's over. Don't let go. Torrential rain plus flood discharge. As a result, many townships lost contact with the outside world. Houses in some villages were completely submerged. The centuries-old house was destroyed. The situation is extremely serious. What came into view was the collapse of houses, razed to the ground. Trees more than 10 meters high and acres of crops lie on the ground. The car stands upside down by the tree. Dead pigs washed to the side of the road by sheep. There are many houses in the village. It's hard to find a few that haven't been damaged. The worst hit areas include Haishan Township, many villages are standing on the roof, surrounded by floods. Life and death uncertain. The tall man was in the room. You see, that house has leftover cake. Civilian rescue teams are struggling to search and rescue. However, their power is limited. Many missing persons are still missing. The villagers are even more homeless. Living conditions are extremely poor. That is to say, our government will think of a way to see. Come to the rescue team. So many. Stupid. There is no one on our side. Can you help clear the roads in the village? Stunned. No. Road. It can't go at all. The fire in this car is not out at all. Can't go at all. There are people from this government to help with everything on this road. Deal with this for a while. There is no water now. No food. This is my online. What kind of big town is broadcast on What is net? There is no such thing as our 8 towns. E-commerce 8. This town. Go-to village. This place. Cross to the middle. It's across here. Oops. This house is ruined. How far is it? I will replenish water for you and give you that side. There was no water or electricity during the disaster. This flood disaster not only destroyed the village, it also destroyed the lives of the local disaster victims. What's even more outrageous is, despite the severity of the disaster, many donations from well-meaning people, it's in the hands of the authorities. There was no effective aid. No one cares, and no one delivers water. No food. I'm starving to death. According to local villagers, the village road was washed away. Traffic cut off. Relief supplies are difficult to reach. Places are still missing. Again. A day out in search of the missing person. Oops, look behind me. Walked another dozens of kilometers. Oh dear. There is also a 13-year-old girl who has not been found. We did our best. I'm exhausted. This guy walks dozens of miles every day. The despair and fear brought by the floods shrouded the entire Liao. Many netizens posted about their tragic experiences. After the flood, it will definitely lead to a serious food crisis. I need to say it again. Food prices have risen. I'm even generally sure. And the food crisis is not a one-year crisis. It could be a food crisis lasting 3 to 5 years. The food crisis will come by the end of this year. It will erupt next spring at the latest. Grain price will rise far beyond anyone's imagination. Living in such a difficult situation, people feel deeply helpless and hopeless. The floods not only destroyed villages in Liao, it also tore the hearts of the people, and the indifference and inaction of the relevant departments. The government. Nothing. A helicopter came. After rescuing the dangerous two, there's no movement here. The cries for help from the people in the disaster area are still echoing. Escaped disaster victims and civilian rescue workers, and the disclosure of caring people. Disaster victims are denied access to relief supplies. Food and housing are a problem. After the flood, local authorities are appealing to the public for donations, but a lot of people are not buying it.